What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ramble number 7. Last we talked about the necks and drop rates and all that good stuff and the release of necks. So I guess I'll just start there and update. So I've really only done about 100 more KC at necks, and I did that mostly during some PVM comps that I've been in. I just didn't really end up enjoying small teaming the boss as much as I thought I would. I still think it's not the worst content that's been released. I don't really find the melee meta enjoyable. I'd rather do small team range only, personally. Melee it feels like you're losing out on DPS, and it's easier to lose DPS. But that's kind of my thoughts on next. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna get Torva eventually, but it's definitely not at the top of my priorities list. Speaking about bingos, hunts, lone wolves, all that kind of stuff. I was just in the last solitary lone wolf. I think it was Lone Wolf 6. I was on Simply Yes's team, and we actually did end up winning that. Here's some of the loot and items that I got during that competition. Some Hydra uniques, stuff at Zulrah, KVD, Sire, Cerberus, a little bit of Revs, a lot of Sarah, and some Wildy content. Here's kind of a look at the EHB that I did during the comp. Pulled 74 hours out in, it says a week and 2 days, but we finished a day early, I think. So really it was 8 days. So I'm really happy with my personal performance during that and the amount of hours that I was able to put in while still having to do some IRL stuff going on. It was a great competition. Big shout out to the Solitary team for putting that on. I had a really good time competing in that. I have another bingo coming up very soon, next week, in my social clan that I'm a part of, and I'm on the rank team for, helping organize that. So that should be a lot of fun. We've got some streamers coming in to compete with us as well. Tasty, a Cold One, Blowpipe OSRS, some Inferno speed guys. Cancer, who is the current world record holder for Inferno, is going to be competing in that with us as well. Taryn on Twitch, he's got some of his boys coming, and then we have another PVM Discord who's joining up with us to compete as well. So it should be a good time. Got some Solitary boys on my team, Parker and Iron William. So it should be a really good, fun competition. PVM that we've been up to recently, I went back to Fasani's, been doing some kills there. Looking to another little Dex. Dex is at 18 mil. I think that's just crazy. Back to next. I really enjoy solo CM speedrunning, and obviously Inquisitors for Tecton and the Mace are a big, really nice thing to have for that. So trying to get those items. I got a dupe staff. I'm thinking about going to 1K KC there before going back to next, just trying my luck, seeing if I can pull out the mace or maybe some more armor pieces. We just hit 10 KC at Inferno during or right after the bingo, which sets us up nicely to keep pushing for the GM completion. Still missing a few tasks: the speed, the melee, and the no dig tasks are all we're missing from Inferno. And then obviously just a bunch of different tasks, different bosses around the game. So I'm hoping to have GM completed by the end of the year, just kind of go through it passively and try and enjoy it rather than just rush through it. I think it's a good goal to set for myself. Kind of the goals for the rest of this year for me is going back to Fasani's, completing GM. I say rest of the year. Really, it's till Raids 3, because after Raids 3, everything can change. But I want to finish some important Cox items. My kind of prior order for Cox items is like Ancestral Bottoms, then Kodai, then Denny B, then Elder Mold, then DHCB. Those are the only items I'm still missing. And really, the only ones I actually care about getting are the Ants Bottoms, Kodai, and Denny B. A Denny B solely for the reason of doing Dagonoths on task with an alt. Yeah, like Ants Bottoms for Raids 3 is going to be huge because I'm sure everybody knows it's got the new best in slot mage weapon coming from it, so I'm sure it's going to be used. Therefore, mage gear will be in demand for Raids 3. New RC minigame coming out at the end of this month. I think it's in about a week from now. I'm actually super excited for this, more so than I've been for... I'm more excited about this than I was for Next. I've got a lot of Blood Essence stacked up. Excited to go get the outfit, RC Pet Transmog, maybe even the new pet, who knows, and then craft all of my Blood Essence with Day Alt at the new Blood Altar for some Blood Runes. Happy we don't have to necessarily spend money on that anymore. I think the current calcs, it's looking like it's going to be about 8k Bloods an hour, which isn't terrible, although it does lack in comparison to Shopscape, but I don't think straight up RC will be ever able to compete with Shopscape. But nonetheless, still excited for that. I hope Wrath Runes are coming with the RC minigame. I think it would be nice, even if it's just like a handful every completion or every few completions, however the loot is determined. I think it'd be nice to have another source of Wrath Runes in the game. Harm is underutilized as it is. It'd be nice if we just didn't have to go out of our way to get the required runes for it as well. Last little thing that I have written down is we did hit top 1K Ironman overall. So we broke that barrier, and we are on our way down to whatever the next goal is. Top 1K was my goal for a long time, just very passively. Just play the game and we'll get to top 1K, and then after top 1K becomes a little bit more of a grind and an XP chase to keep getting those ranks. But if you keep playing, I'm sure we could break probably even top 500 just playing the game. And then after that, maybe have to make real pushes for ranks. But I'm really happy with how the last 6 months to a year XP gains have looked. Let's look at 6 months. So, but yeah, we're at 113 mil over the last 6 months. And if we take that out to a year, we're at 236. I mean, yeah, our average and our chart it's pretty even. No real big jumps, no big spikes. So that's really good to see. Looks like we've gained a lot of ranks. That's not ranks, that's levels. Yeah, gained a lot of ranks. Haven't really lost any ranks in the last year. So it's looking really nice. Our month, we're on a bit of a cruising month just because of those PVM comps. Big numbers, lots of combat XP. So, I mean, everything is looking really good. We've been putting in the work on Slayer over those last 6 months. I think if we check here, yeah, 9 mil Slayer. Almost 10 mil Slayer in 6 months. We're really hunting out that heart, trying to find it. I have... swap over here. So yeah, 47 completed totems at the moment. And when we get the heart, I will be doing a live stream and completing all of the totems and their respective clues, elites and hards, in that stream, trying to do every single totem I have built up. I'm hoping by that point I'll have 50 at least, hoping for the heart soon, but it could be 100. If I have to do 100 hard clues in a single stream, it won't be fun. It'll be a very long stream, but I think it's something fun to do and a goal to look forward to. I think that's everything I had written down. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for the support on the recent videos, especially the bank video that released earlier this year. think we're up to like 500 views on that. That's awesome. It keeps pulling in traffic to the other rambles. So I just want to again say thank you to everybody for that. And I will catch you next time. Peace.